LFCTV with your boy Saint. What's going on? And we're here for finally, the long anticipated Carabao Cup semi-final first leg between Liverpool and Arsenal. Boy, what can we say? This has come with a lot of speculation and a lot of, do you know what I mean, controversy, mainly on our side because of bare false negatives and all of that. But before we get into that real quick, listen, slap a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, please hit the post notification bell, do you know what I mean, and get in the comments, let me know what you're thinking, what your thoughts are. There was a lot of content in which I had planned coming up, had to rearrange that, and then life just got mad, so I haven't actually posted as much as I'd like, but I've got things in the works. So yeah, let's start with this semi-final against them pagan man Arsenal. Obviously everyone knows on my channel that this game means, any game with Arsenal means something in it, because I'm a North London boy and them man there were giving me corn nearly all my life in it. So now that fortunes have reversed, it's only right that I oblige, and do you know what I mean, I'm there to slap them up any and every time that they need it. Do you know what I'm saying? Going into the game, I don't even know if it's worth saying, but form is obviously they're in a bit better form than we are. We're not actually that great form. We haven't actually won in the last 3 games, Premier League games that is anyways. And obviously we beat Shrewsbury, which was nice. You know what I'm saying? Fabinho coming through with a clutch goals. But in this game, I think form is completely out the window. So I'm not even going to spend too much time on it. It's about getting our hands on some silverware, in it. Do you know what I mean? And we're so close. They won it. Obviously, with Arsenal, well, I say form not being too much of a contentious point, but for them, man, they just got absolutely moved to by Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup. Do you know what I mean? Considering that they were previous holders of the cup and how important they find that cup, but they got moved. They got moved to. So I'm saying, so they're looking like this is their last piece of silverware. Do you know what I mean? Or last opportunity that they can get their hands on some silverware. So we need to be the ones to slam the door firmly in their face. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like I said, with the whole false negative situation that they're trying to bring on Klopp, like it's his problem, like he was the one that went and done it, and that mad. Obviously, we supplied some lat flows, and then that came up positive, and then later on, obviously, came up negative, as they do, because that's such the nature of lat flows, isn't it? The game had to be postponed. And obviously now what was going to be the second leg is now the first leg, and Emirates will be the second leg. I do think that plays into their hands depending on how this game goes. Obviously we could shut up shop completely in this game and make it a non-affair in the second one, which is what I'm hoping we'll do, but being Liverpool, it's unlikely, you know what I'm saying? But with it being going back to Emirates, there's obviously a chance that they could do something, you know what I'm saying? I do think that we have to pam them. There's nothing else really man can say. We have to absolutely pam them, and we're gonna, even at Emirates, we don't always perform the great at Emirates, but we know what time it is at Anfield, innit? So no long thing. I think that obviously it's unfortunate that they're coming into a bit of, you know, a position where they're losing some of their players. Obviously, they've got Partey out, Pepe out. My dog's doing a madness. They've got Pepe out, Partey out, El Neni out, all AFCON. Aubameyang, you don't really play for them though, obviously. And then I think they've got Tomiyasu, who's suspect. Emil Smith-Rowe, suspect, fitness issues. Who else? Xhaka, I think. So yeah, I mean, it's a bit peak for them, man. There, but such is life. We got our own issues. Nat Phillips is out, obviously still. Thiago with his hip injury still out, but luckily not to the end of the season. Not for the end of the season, rather should I say. Who else have we got out? Apparently Trent's got COVID, so he's out anyways. He needs a rest. Obviously Origi's out, and then Mane, Salah. So yeah, you know what I mean, we're gonna have to make do with what we got, basically. So that brings us into the lineup, or what I think the lineup will be. I do think that Alisson will be back in the sticks, hopefully. I'm going to say, I think he'll go Milner, to be fair. I think he'll go Milner right back. Which is fair dues. I don't know if I'll probably let Nico. I kind of trust Nico a little bit more, to be very honest with you. So I'd personally put Nico in, but I'm happy with Milner if he goes right back. Seen him do it plenty times. Calm. I'd like VVD and Matip back in the middle, back in the middle of defence as a centre back partnership, or Matip and VVD, whichever way you want to see it. And then Robbo. I think Robbo has to play. Midfield is where it gets a little bit. This is obviously it's a semi-final, isn't it? So I wouldn't assume that he's going to, like, Klopp's going to go that young, even though it would suggest that he might do because of how he's done in previous rounds and his previous thoughts on the competition. But I'm gonna say Fabinho starts. Fabinho plays alongside. I've been chopping it up, changing. I think Ox and if Millie's gonna be, I say Ox and Jones, innit? Let's still have a little bit of youth coming through, and why not? I'd say, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Obviously, then it gets a bit funny as well in the front line because of obviously the loss of Mane, Salah, and that. Origi would play in this, but he's injured. So I'm gonna go Jota, Minamino, Bobby. Say Bobby through the middle, Jota on the left, Minamino on the right. Or he could play Cade Gordon, who had a really good game. Baller, absolute baller. Play him on the right, Jota on the left, Bobby through the middle. But then Minamino has to play as well. That's what I would play personally. I'd let the big boys take. Do you know what I mean? Take charge of this. If we can wrap it up nicely, do you know what I mean? Then maybe bring on the youth them. Do you know what I'm saying? But generally speaking, I want a trophy. I want this trophy, so I want to knock that man out. So I'm not playing no games. Do you know what I'm saying? Scoreline 3-1. 3-1. I don't know if that's actually what I think or what I'd like, but 3-1, man. So we can take it to Emirates and we can just close it up. But yeah, that's what I think. Listen, this has been the preview. I'm gonna have something in store for the review. But safe for rocking with, man. And fingers crossed we get the job done. See you next time.